Argy mateys. Today we be talking about square peg and round hole. Alright, that's about all I can do, and I am sorry for shaming the pirates. I am a terrible pirate. Alright, we're going to talk about how you fit an angled square wall into a rounded tower and do it pretty seamlessly. Secondly, I'm going to show you a better way to build a round tower. It's the same method, you just use a different technique. In this, it comes from the comments. It was from Valheim. I forgot about it. I haven't played Valheim in a long time. And I had forgotten about the concept, and it's beams. So, first things first, let's lay out what the round tower is. It is a 7 by 7. 2, 3. This is going to give you a good visualization of the size of that tower. So we have 3 there. Okay. So if you look here, this plus sign that I just made, this is your tower. And it goes to this block here. That's the size of that round tower. In my opinion, it's best to build the wall first, terminate it, find out wherever it is you want the round tower to be. Instead of building the round tower and trying to build out of it with a wall section, I would build into it from the wall section. It just makes it easier. Now, the way that I had forgotten from my Valheim days is using beams. So we're going to use beams. Also, this will get... Let's go ahead and start. We'll do the same beam style there. We're going to turn 15 degrees. If I go the right direction, it helps a lot. We do need to do 2 each turn. I need to get rid of these now. We'll come back to these. So you'll notice it does eclipse pretty far into it, but if we were back into it even further, there would be angles that would be visible. So we kind of have to do that. Now the reason we use beams is this. When you go to use your foundations, they'll snap to it. Boom. The last one will be a little bit tough to get to. It's a little twitchy once you're getting into... Come on. Okay, fine. We'll do it this way. There it is. Alright, so we have one end terminated. Let's go to the other side. Alright, so one click, there we go. Oh wow, it did it without me having to even mess with it. I am a little shocked. Now, go ahead and fill these in, and there's going to be a reason for that as well. It doesn't have to be perfect, it just has to be something. I would say that's good enough. So the other thing is, and I did not do this on purpose, this just happened. By doing this 3 up, you'll notice if I put this here, it's the same height as that pillar. Now that pillar happens to be the foundation. I'm going to show you by doing this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It happens to be 6 tall. So if we then do this, this is also much more stone efficient than doing it with the small blocks. It just creates a smaller interior. So as long as you're okay with that. Alright, so that gives us our terminated end. Let's go this way. Due to the fact that these guys only use 1 block, 1 stone. There we go. So now, what we can do, take this, let's get our square. Probably not going to let me do it from down here. So let's go up there and take a look. There, and the last one will let me do it. Ish. It's good enough. No, I messed it up. I didn't like that. For that matter, let's just do this little bitty guy. It doesn't need to be a big old jobby. If I can get it in the spot. And you will actually be able to get rid of much of that because the tower's going to eat it all anyway. And get your mats back. Like none of that, all of this stuff that's buried inside of the thing, you might as well get rid of it. Let's see, that, yes, that, yes. Now let's see if I can get it. Let's put one more there just to put it in. Let's see, beams. There we go. And there we go. So we don't want that, and we'll leave that one there. So what we're going to do is once we get to this, we're going to go straight across as a flat piece. That'll give us our door opening. In fact, yeah, I don't like it being that big like that. I think we are going to go to the small ones. Boy, it really doesn't want to let me snap to that. There we go. Sometimes you just gotta play shenanigans. Such is life. Actually, no, we'll leave that because that's going to be the floor. We're still going to use this small one for the floor unless you just decide you want to use big fat ones if you don't want to have it empty, excuse me, inside there. So we'll go back to this. Makes it so much easier for the beams. I do appreciate those who made that comment. I'd forgotten. Let's see, we'll leave that one. Oh, that one let me right off the bat. Nice. Alright, so we have our second level. And then you can go up from there, but if you notice, we've already got it minus I need to get one little guy right there. Oh, almost had it. There it is. Probably on the other side too. Yep. It's going to be that way. Oh, there it is. So, you can already see, now the way I had done this before is I did a little bit of this to trim it right here. I thought that looks really nice. And then I did the same on the other. It just gives it a good finished look. Whether they would have in that time frame have finished it like that, I think it looks really nice that way. But there you go. That is how you tight it in right nice, and it just looks good. And you've got all your beams already, your trim, if you will. Now you can get rid of these guys. Assuming you don't want vertical trim. Yeah, so you got a nice round tower. You got it sunk into your angled wall. Now the way I do this end piece here is I did it as flat. So if we go to this, I built it like this. So I took these up. And then I put a door inside it, do an inset door, if I can learn how the word door is. Boom, inset door. Yep, I did put that over that. So that's going to be pillars and beams at the very bottom. This guy right here, wall beam planks right over the top of the door. I think that looks great. And then, of course, I put my columns up along this edge. Just really looks handsome. And then, of course, I have embellishment that goes up from there. I don't really need to go further up because I've already shown you how to build the rest, but you get the idea. And I still think, honestly, that is still plenty of open space inside here. If you want to continue this up, you can just very easily get your square just right here. No. 2, 4, 5, 6. And then make your ring. You won't be able to go all the way. Make your ring here. You'll notice that they are already kind of a yellow color. So they're already a little unhappy because of the height, how tall we are already. They're orange, actually. So you probably wouldn't be able to go up one more row. But I feel like this is a good scale for a tower anyway. But there you go. That is how you can very easily merge it into an angled wall, and a superior way than what I showed yesterday on how to build a round tower. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a good one.